I'd taken an aqualung with me. And there weren't many aqualungs out back then. And hell, you went to the gas station and filled them up with the air. I mean, that's how you got them full.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. And nobody was scuba diving. Then they came out with some movie with a guy that scuba dived and people started doing it. But there was only one other tank on the whole island. There's two of them, and it belonged to my buddy. And we'd go diving off Okinawa down on the north end or the south end. And the north end, there was a cliff. And when the Americans were about to take over Okinawa, the Japanese drove all their equipment off that cliff. And they told the Ryukyus, which are the native Okinawans, they told the Ryukyus that we were going to eat their babies and all kinds of strange shit. And they believed it. And it was like a bunch of lemons. Hundreds of civilians jumped off that cliff. And me and him would go diving around there. And I mean, there was tanks, there was everything in the water. There was even an airplane in the water.
Wow.
And a lot of ordnance. A lot of damn ordnance. And later on, when people started getting lungs and really diving, they made that place off limits. They didn't let anybody dive there. Mm-hmm. But it was really strange. I mean, it was surreal, all that stuff that was down there. And you could see forever in Okinawa in the water. In the coral reefs, you could go out 20 feet, 30 feet, and the water would be 100 feet deep. You go another 30 feet and you could stand up because it was like coral mountains.
Mm-hmm. Where is this? Where is Okinawa?
Okinawa is near Japan.
Okay.
In fact, we gave it to Japan when we left, and we shouldn't have done that. Japan had occupied it before the war, and we gave it back to them after, a long time after Vietnam had started. Vietnam may have been even over the time we gave it back to them. But they treat the Ryukyus, the Japanese, like we treated the blacks back in the 50s. I mean, they just don't like them. Right. And we gave that to Japan. I thought that was a terrible thing. I thought that should have never happened. But nobody asked me.